Imagine that you are right in the middle of a profitable trade, but you are nervous because you think price will reverse soon against you. Or you lost a trade immediately after you enter. Another one trying to recover the lost money. Or the price is almost hitting your stop loss, and you decide to move it far away, hoping and praying for a break-even trade. If those are common scenarios for you, we have several solutions for these problems. AI robot, pattern alerts, non-lag indicator, public courses. Developing a strategy is the easy part in trading, but mental aspect of trading is where most people struggle. Today we'll talk about the high technology behind profitable trading. So if you could subscribe to our community to stick around for the full informations. Trading is often a game of timing the market. The more timing is important to your system, the more important is to avoid pulling the trigger early on a trade. That ability to wait for the right moment, whether to wait for a pullback or a completion of a price pattern, or a confirmation from the indicator, can mean the difference between success or failure in trading. To have a good trade is all about patience, waiting for the correct setup, waiting for the right entry, waiting for the trade to play out, waiting to exit a trade, and then waiting all over again to enter the next trade. If you can find that you can't wait and keep entering the trade too early, see if you can make some adjustments to your system, such as using price or pattern alerts, and implement a way of keeping yourself away from the charts and those invalid information. Congratulations, don't be worried, you are very lucky here. Our high technique is especially effective for filtering invalid signals. Snail DAO makes you take profits easier and without hassle. Please do remember that trading is all about the waiting game. It is important to associate the game of waiting and the feeling of making money. Bullish trend following a new high. Higher and higher highs represent a bullish trend, while lower and lower lows represent a bearish trend. When a new high occurs, find a recent low as the basis for the trend. The base point of the trend line. The base point of the long trend line, after taking the point at the new high. Go forward to find the obvious low point where the new high occurs. The trend line with the strongest support. 2 points form a line, take the base point as the aiming point. Find a certain lowest point on the left side, the whole line cannot cross any K line, including the leading line, the farther the distance between the 2 points. The stronger the support, and the strongest line is the only trend line generated below this base point. The trend line generated based on a base point must be unique, such as the contrast between the blue trend line and the red one. Because the support is not as strong as the red one, so it is not the only trend line we are looking for. Trend line break. When a trend line is crossed by any K line, including lead lines, the trend line becomes invalid. The only trend line with the strongest support. After the new high, determine the base point. Find the strongest support and the only new trend. The support of the pink line is not strong enough. Although the support of the blue line is strong, it is crossed by the K line, so the yellow line is the only trend line under this base point. Find down, draw up, find up, draw down. When the bulls are trending, find support and draw a channel from top to bottom. But when the trend is bearish, look for pressure and draw a channel from bottom to top. Using channel double verification trend method. Latest channel can be matched with the trend line to double verify the trend. Take the two nearest high points as the upper edge of the channel. And move in parallel to cover all the K lines after the starting point of the channel line. So that the lower edge of the channel just touches the lowest point. Channel break double confirm trend break. When the recent channel is crossed by any K line, including the leading line, combined with the trend line breaking, the trend is over. Signals after a trend has been identified. Before May 19th, after using this trend line channel double verification to confirm that the long trend is over. A red triangle short signal appears, and before the plunge, you can accurately escape from the top. Breakout of the last trend line in a consolidation zone. The base point in the consolidation zone can also be the lowest point in parallel. Use the strong fulcrum method to determine the only downward trend line. After breaking the position, the probability of consolidation ending is high. The signal after confirming the trend, on July 21st. Using this trend line channel double verification method. To determine the probability of the end of the trend is high. Running to the lower edge support of the channel. A green triangle long signal appears, before the skyrocketing. You can accurately buy the bottom. The choice of K-line. K-line with the best profit-loss ratio, Harami, hammer, engulfing. Before the sharp drop on November 11th, the advanced statistical results of LUCKYDAO's inflow and outflow showed that on October 29th, smart money fled $1.7 billion. On the 3-day line of the high and large cycle, a red triangle short signal appeared. After the short-selling signal appeared, a yellow pregnant line appeared, indicating a possible reversal. Looking forward, you can see the gray short hammer line again, and the white one is the long hammer line. For the hammer line, it is more effective to go short at a high position, and more effective at a low position. Combined with comprehensive factors, suddenly there is no follow-up after a big positive line, and it is close to engulfing. The probability of the top is very high, so we are resolutely short. How did the system successfully catch Luna storm? The pips prior to the most recent high yielded the only valid trend line. Trend line break. When a trend line is crossed by any K line, including lead lines, the trend line becomes invalid. Using channel double verification trend method. Latest channel can be matched with the trend line to double verify the trend. Take the two nearest high points as the upper edge of the channel. And move in parallel to cover all the K lines after the starting point of the channel line. So that the lower edge of the channel just touches the lowest point. Channel break double confirm trend break. When the recent channel is crossed by any K line, including the leading line, combined with the trend line breaking, the trend is over. Signals after a trend has been identified. Before the Luna incident thunderstorm, using LUCKYDao v3 system with the double verification to confirm that the long trend is over. A red triangle short signal appears, and before the plunge, you can accurately escape from the top. Even in the last rise, you think that new bulls are coming again. When we use the double verification method, gray short hammer lines occur many times along the red channel, which is also the last opportunity to escape from the top and short. Snail DAO was established in 2021. It has been committed to relying on advanced blockchain technology to build diversified featured services through programming languages such as Python, C++, Solidity, etc., and intelligently solve the problem of user profitability. The community is currently mainly engaged in the development of advanced strategic trading systems, the output of top-level AI messages, the teaching of public welfare open courses in trading, and the sharing of real trading. Subscribe to our community immediately to stick around for the full informations.